How's it going, guys? Hope you all having a great day today. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 best mods that you could do to your car if you're just starting out, or if you just bought a new car and don't know what to do first. This video will help you out. And before we get started today, I just want to let you guys know, if you hit that subscribe button, helps me out a bunch. And if you're finding yourself enjoying this video a lot, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video. So you want to start modifying your car. The perfect first place to start when you first get it, it's either going to be your first car, or you just have another car and you don't know what to do. And maybe you're just modifying your daily driver. This is probably one of the most common things that a lot of people do first, and that is a exhaust. An exhaust is a perfect way to kind of get your feet wet and to just kind of experiment with what you're trying to do with your car. You know, one of the first things that you want to do with your car. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do first. I feel like exhaust is one of the key things that you should be looking at before you get too far and then you're like, man, modifying my car sucks. So I feel like the first thing you should do is experiment with an exhaust. Lots of exhaust brands, obviously, and then there's a lot of different types of exhausts that you can do. One of the most common exhausts that you can do for your car is called either an axle bag, which is from the rear axle's back, or a lot of people just use the term muffler delete. Now, muffler delete is exactly how it sounds. You just get rid of the mufflers, and it's most commonly the rear mufflers, because your car, could have a cat, resonator, and then it has the rear muffler. Like this car, it had 2 of them, 2 rear mufflers, and I still have my stock cat and my resonator in there still. I just took out the mufflers and put an axle back in, and it was actually, I'm very pleased with it. The car actually does a lot of crackles and backfires and all that good stuff. So yeah, the most common one that a lot of people should start out with is a muffler delete. Now, going on with the different types of exhaust, you have cat back, which is exactly from the catalytic converter back. So you're still keeping your cat in place where it is. You're not touching the cat at all. You're just you could be making the pipes bigger, or just deleting everything past the cat and just replacing it with just a normal pipe. And then that's a cat back. And of course there's like sport mufflers and all that good stuff, but that's the second most common one that you see. If you're running a turbo car, you could do a turbo back exhaust, so that'd be down pipe, mid pipe, and then all the way through the back. With all that variety, there's a lot of brands out there that you have to kind of look for as well. For this one, you can get a Grimspeed exhaust, you can get a Tomei exhaust, and you can even look on eBay and all that good stuff. I found my exhaust on eBay actually, and it's held up really well. I think it's actually a really good budget-friendly exhaust. I did a video on it, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description for you. But yeah, there's a lot of different brands and price ranges, so depending on your budget, you're either going to go for a axle back like I did, or just go full crazy and get a full exhaust system right off the bat. So next up on the list is any sort of like aero kits or cosmetic mods. I really enjoy doing cosmetic mods. You could do anything from front lips and splitters to trunks to wings to side skirts, mirror caps if you're into mirror caps. But yeah, again, it kind of goes to the same thing with exhaust. There's a lot of variety of what you can do. You can even make some at home by yourself. I've seen plenty of examples of people making front lips or splitters or whatever you want to call them. I know there's a difference, but people can make that out of their garage. And I've been looking at a couple diffusers, and I know a guy who could make me a diffuser out of ABS plastic. I might try to do it myself, might not, but I do enjoy kind of like the homemade style products. All right, so now we're gonna be talking about wheels and tires. So wheels and tires, there's a lot of, again, with every other mod that we've been talking about, A lot of variety, a lot of different specs and sizes that you can choose from, a lot of brands, all that good stuff. And I'm going to be putting wheels and tires into this, just make it into one mod, because usually when you go shopping for wheels, most of the time, you're also going to be shopping for tires, and there's lots of places that can do some sort of discount or some sort of packages that will make you just add tires onto that, and it's a lot cheaper if you add tires like that. I know Fitment Industries does a lot of that stuff. They preach about that stuff. Now, not only add more character to your car, make it yours, but some good style points along with that as well. So, and as far as tires go, you can definitely add some performance aspects out of tires if you're kind of wanting to get kind of a budget example of what I'm trying to do here. My wheels were the Avid AV40s. I got them at 18 by 9.5. I also have a video of that as well, describing my specs and all that good stuff. So I'm not gonna ramble on about my specs forever. But what I did was, I think personally that the tires that come on the 2020 WRX or whatever they come on now, the Dunlop Sport Maxes, I think, yeah, Dunlop Sport Maxes, the 245 4018 tire, and they're so far they're so good. What I had my shop do was took my old wheels, right? So I just kept my old wheels and I sold them later, but they put my stock tires on my wheels and just put the sensors and all that good stuff in the wheels. So we're all good for that. But yeah, I'm just running my stock tires, and a lot of the time, if you're buying a new car, or if you buy a car with tires with good enough life on them, then I say just use your original tires and you'll do just fine. So unless you're going with some crazy specs that you need new tires, then do that. My tires fit perfectly. I like the little bit of stretch that they give anyway. So that's why I used my tires with my new wheels. They had 8/32 of tread left on them, and they would fit my new wheels. So to me, it was a good deal, but I'll probably be getting, once these guys wore down, I'm gonna be looking at some Continentals or some Michelin Pilot Sports. Wheels and tires, awesome. And I think you should get some. Ooh. Talk about car parts for a video is making me parched for more car parts. So, gotta crack a rock star to keep me going. So, all right. So you guys know this was gonna come in the video eventually. Usually after you get wheels and tires done is suspension. Now I'm running Faction Fab FR spec coilovers on my car. Not only give you performance out of them, but they lower your car so your car looks sick. Like I've said a million times in this video, so much variety for what you can do. You can do coilovers, you can do lowering springs, you can do air suspension, and if you're an interesting person, you could race your car if you wanted to. You could. I've seen lifted cars, and honestly, they're kind of cool. Not my cup of tea, but they're cool. I respect them. Yeah, and if you're not just, it's not just for cars either. If you're just into automobiles in general, like if you have a truck, you could lift it to the moon, you could level it out, or you can slam it or squat it, whatever tickles your fancy, you can do that to your car or truck. All right, so now that we have all the meat and potatoes, just kidding, we still got more potatoes, because the next thing on our list is engine mods. So personally, I don't have any engine mods on my WRX yet. I do need to get a couple things so I don't blow up my Subaru. So stay tuned for videos on that. But if you are wanting to, try to dig a little bit deeper, you already got your exhaust on your car, sounds awesome, pissed off your neighbors, and you got your wheels and tires on there, so you're looking fly, and then now you have your coilovers on the car, and you spent probably 5 racks on your car, and now you're addicted. So the next thing to do is to start digging into your engine. And you're like, man, what should I do to my engine? Well, especially if you have a turbo car, this is what you should do. I think that you should get a nice cold air intake. And of course, there's lots of variety on that. You can get so much stuff for your car on the internet. It's incredible. But an intake is one of the most common, especially for beginners, common beginner mod that you can do to your car. And you're watching all these videos and everyone says the exact same thing in almost the exact same order. But yeah, intake, and you can agree with, I can agree with all those other videos that I've seen. And intake, definitely get an intake. I had one on my Mark 7 GTI, and since that is a turbo car, I had a blast with that because you got those sweet induction noises that everyone loves. It's not really common, but you can. I believe that you can make a smidge, a little smidge of horsepower in there. Alrighty guys, so those were my top 5 mods. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button, and while you're down there, smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subs, and we're almost at 90. I think we're like one away from 90, so yeah, helps me out a bunch. Keeps me going on these videos, so if you guys watching it, thank you so much, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.